Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the chapter 11, Principle and Process of Biotechnology. Recording is going. First of all, let us know the definition of biotechnology. What is biotechnology? This is very simple. You can say that integration of science with organisms, or you can say the integration of biochemistry, genetic engineering for the sake of or advantage of human being. Especially, we will discuss today regarding the principles of biotechnology and process of biotechnology. First of all, let us know the facts about the genetic engineering. The main theme of this thing is to alter the chemistry of DNA and RNA introduced in the host organism, change in phenotype of the host organism. And the second step is the maintenance of sterile embryons. What are the techniques of genetic engineering? Undoubtedly, three basic techniques. First of all, creation of recombinant DNA. Second is gene cloning. And third one is gene transfer. Alien piece of DNA attached with host chromosome at origin of replication. Alien piece of DNA replicate and multiplies itself in the host organism, which is called cloning. Now the discussion about construction of an artificial recombinant DNA molecule. Stanley Kuhn and Herbert Boyer, 1922, isolated antibiotic resistant gene and linked it to plasmid. Self-replicating circular extrachromosomal DNA of Salmonella typhimurium. A question may be asked, what is plasmid? Then answer is very simple to write, that extra chromosomal circular DNA of any prokaryotic organism like Salmonella typhimurium. Cutting of DNA at specific locations by the restriction enzymes, which is called molecular scissors or natural scissors. Cut DNA piece linked with plasmid DNA. These plasmid DNA act as vectors. Linking of antibiotic resistant gene with the plasmid vector DNA ligase enzyme. Recombinant DNA transferred in E. coli, a number of copies formed by the replication, which is called cloning. There are three basic steps for first one is identification of DNA with desirable genes. Second is identified DNA introduced into hosts. And the third, maintenance of introduced DNA in the host and transfer of the DNA to its progeny. Another important point is tools of recombinant DNA technology. Restriction enzymes first. What is the use of restriction enzyme? Restriction endonucleases cut DNA at a particular desired point. First restriction endonuclease developed, which was named as HIND2. Exonucleases remove nucleotides from the ends of DNA. Each restriction endonuclease recognizes a specific palindromic nucleotide sequences in the DNA. Restriction enzymes cut the strand of DNA a little away from the center of the palindromic site, leaving single-stranded stretches called sticky ends. Sticky ends are joined together by DNA ligase. You can view the entire function of restriction enzyme action of EcoR1. Here also cloning into a plasmid process is shown in this figure. Separation and isolation of DNA fragments, or you can say a technique of gel electrophoresis. DNA fragments are negatively charged molecules. They are forced towards anode through agarose matrix. Separated fragments are stained with ethidium bromide and exposed to ultraviolet radiation. We can see bright orange colored bands of DNA. Separated bands of DNA are cut out from agarose gel and extracted from the gel piece, which is called elution. Now, DNA fragments are used in constructing recombinant DNA by joining them with cloning vectors. It can be viewed the entire process in this slide. Inserting a DNA sample into a plasmid shown in this picture. Now talk about the cloning vectors. First, origin of replication, Ori sites, sequence from where replication starts, also responsible for controlling copy number of the linked DNA. Second is selectable marker, which helps in identifying or removing non-transformants. And the third, genes encoding resistance to antibiotics like ampicillin, chloramphenicol, tetracycline, or kanamycin are useful selectable markers for E. coli. This one is PBR 322 plasmid. Now the discussion about the cloning sites. Ligation of alien DNA is carried out at a restriction site present in one of the two antibiotic resistant genes. Example A, a foreign DNA is ligated at the BAM-HI site of the tetracycline restricted gene in the vector PBR322. Recombinant plasmid lose tetracycline resistance and can be selected from non-recombinants by plating the transformants on ampicillin containing medium and then transferring on a medium containing tetracycline. Recombinants will grow in ampicillin containing medium but not on tetracycline medium. Non-recombinants will grow on the medium containing both the antibiotics. Nowadays, alternative selectable markers are developed which differentiate recombinants from non-recombinants on the basis of their ability to produce color in the presence of a chromogenic substrate. A recombinant DNA is inserted within the coding sequence of an enzyme, galactosidase. A recombinant DNA is inserted within the coding sequence of an enzyme. Insertional inactivation. Enzyme gets inactivated. Colonies do not produce any color and are identified as recombinant colonies. Vectors for cloning genes in plants and animals. Agrobacterium tumefaciens, a pathogen of dicot plants, deliver tDNA, which transform normal plant cells into a tumor. The tumor-inducing plasmid, Ti plasmid, of Agrobacterium is now modified into a cloning vector. Retroviruses in animals transform normal cells into the cancerous cell. Now they are disarmed and used as cloning vectors. Now the talk about the competent host for transformation with recombinant DNA. DNA is a hydrophilic molecule. It cannot pass through cell membranes. Bacterial cells are treated with divalent cations like calcium. Cells are incubated with recombinant DNA on ice, then placed briefly at 42 degrees Celsius, heat shock, and then placed back on ice. Now the next process is microinjection. Recombinant DNA is directly injected into the nucleus of an animal cell. And the last but not least, very important process, biomimetics or gene gun. In plants, cells are bombarded with high velocity microparticles of gold or tungsten coated with DNA. Now the discussion about the process of recombinant DNA technology. It may be encompassed on the following heads. Like first one, isolation of DNA. Cells are treated with enzymes such as lysozyme, bacterial cellulase. Plant cells can be isolated by chitinase in case of fungi to break the cell wall. RNA is removed by ribonucleases. Proteins are removed by proteases. Purified DNA precipitates out after the addition of chilled ethyl alcohol, ethanol. The second process is cutting of DNA and specific locations. By agarose gel electrophoresis, DNA undergoes restriction enzymes digestion. After this cutting of DNA of interest and addition of ligase, recombinant DNA is formed. And the third very important process is amplification of gene of interest using PCR. PCR polymerase chain reaction. Multiple copies of the gene of interest is synthesized in vitro using two sets of primers and the enzyme DNA polymerase. Repeated amplification is achieved by using Pec polymerase, which is isolated from a bacteria, Thermus aquaticus, which remains active during the high temperature required for denaturation of double-stranded DNA. Entire process of amplification by the PCR can be viewed in this slide. After this, now the fourth step, insertion of recombinant DNA into host or cell organism. The last but important, obtaining the foreign gene product. All these processes happen in a vessels or a system that is called bioreactors. These are vessels in which raw materials are biologically converted to a specific products, individual enzyme, etc. It provides optimal conditions of growth like temperature, pH, substrate, salts, vitamins, oxygen. Diagram can be shown in this slide. And the last is downstreaming process. Before open to market, it is better to preview all the things. It includes separation and purification of product. Product is formulated with suitable preservatives. Clinical trials of formulation and strictly maintain the quality. Control testing for each product. That's all. Thanks a lot for my listening voice.